and it is the new Panda Global controller that they're releasing. So esports group or org, Panda Global, have revealed their new GameCube-style controller, simply named the Panda Controller. It is designed with a Pro Smash Bros. Player in mind. The controller is handled by their Panda Hardware team in collaboration with GearHawk Studio. This is their second Kickstarter project, which I'm sure you've written somewhere in the notes, Winnie.
I have not, but feel free. You just added it in, so that's
Oh,
fine.
yeah. So they'd previously released a GameCube port adapter. So it's like a portable GameCube port adapter. So you can put your Switch on top of it as a dock and plug in all your GameCube controllers, like as a portable setup. So a quote from their Kickstarter: "The Panda controller is the next evolution in the 20-year-old GameCube controller that is still used today. Highest quality parts ready for competitive play. We have a pro team after all. Out of the box and powerful customization features that let you form this controller to your hands." So pretty much as soon as this went live, it went to like 50,000, 100,000. I checked it the other day, it was like 1 million. I'm like, oh, wow, okay, they got it to 1 million. That's Australian dollars. And then, yeah, now we're checking it now. It's like 1.7 million Australian dollars. It's just absolutely dominating. And it still has 25, 26 days to go as of when we're recording this. So they have met absolutely all their stretch goals. And I think they're trying to make up new stretch goals as we speak. In terms of price, it's 90 US dollars. And it's estimated for delivery in December 2022. So it's not shying away or scaring anyone. So in terms of like some of the big features, it has pro grade parts, Panda stick box for precise analog inputs. I don't know if we say anywhere here, but one thing about the GameCube controllers, you can't guarantee that. Just say if you press all the way to the left, it is like 100% to the left. It's like often slightly not less than, it's less than 100% to the left, which means your character will not move at the absolute full speed it can. So the controller guarantees you always can have that because you can calibrate it. It has smooth face buttons, two back buttons, left and right bumper triggers, customizable length triggers, magnetic front and back plates, secure wire lock, USB-C to USB or USB to GameCube cables, snapback dampening buttons, and rumble and D-pad switches. And then there's also that power pack, I think they're calling it, or the add-on features, which you can plug in like a weight pack, wireless pack, and then they've also got a travel case that they're releasing. It's pretty incredible. I was wondering if you're going to get one, Swinny, or you were thinking about it.
I'm thinking about it. It sounds great. It's the kind of thing where it's weird. What I've seen in the video and stuff, it doesn't look great, but I'm sure it plays great, if you know what I mean. It's like, I know you can customize it though. I think just the standard white look of it doesn't appeal to me at all. But I think once I start to see some more custom potential looks to it, but yeah, I play on a Pro controller these days, which I know is like a bit of a sin. But I've moved on from GameCube with Ultimate for some reason. I think it's the fact that I didn't have my GameCube adapter
Yeah.
when I first got Ultimate, so I kind of learned to adapt to the Pro controller. Then when I went to jump back to the GameCube, it felt a bit weird for me. Plus, just like I'm playing different characters now these days, so it just feels like, I don't know, it just feels like a fresh start.
Yeah.
But it looks really cool. I love the idea of like the weight add-on pack and the fact that you can change the height of the triggers and stuff like that. So I love this idea and Panda putting this out. I'm on the fence whether I'll get one or not.
Yeah, I'm like so tempted to get one. So I'm just on the project page for Kickstarter. So Mike, with this controller, you can actually plug it into a computer and then like calibrate each of the like cardinals, like the directional pads.
That is pretty
So they
cool.
all perfectly hit like 100%. Like if they ever drift or anything like that, you can calibrate everything. They have this crazy stuff where it's like as the controller wears in, like the input like responsiveness changes. So you can actually dial that in to calibrate it so it's actually as if it's like like fresh out of the box. It's
Wow.
like I think the thing is GameCube controllers are very variable in terms of, you know, their build. And so you have these crazy situations where professional players will, because they're so tuned to their equipment, I guess, they have like 30, 40 GameCube controllers and then they find one that they really like and that's all they use and they covet it. And like you hear stories about like them throwing it and they've wrecked it and then like, oh shit, like they play like crap for the rest of the tournament. So it's just like, I can really see why this has happened in terms of the demand of this, right, Swinny? It's like, you know, like they say, they're Panda Global or esports org, and you know they have a lot of Smash players, and that's not going away, and they don't have really the right equipment. But your ultimate comment at the start, Swinny, of to me it looks like so no offense, but like so knockoff. Like it's some dodgy knockoff that you buy, you know, at a dodgy shop or something. It doesn't look professional at all to me personally. But I do actually value a lot of the professional players who aren't in the Panda Global organization, like, you know, Hungry Box, who are like, I've tried it, it's amazing, I'm getting one. Like that to me, I'm like, well, dude, that's his job basically. So if he's kind of enjoying it, I'm like, oh, you know, yeah, maybe.
That's all I'm saying. I think it looks like it will actually play great.
Yeah.
But it's also not priced like, you know, like I've bought an Xbox Elite controller too. I've bought macro controllers for like hundreds of dollars and stuff like that. This is priced at what, 90 USD. You know, so it's not priced at like a super premium level.
It's reasonable, yeah.
For a kind of product you'd expect it to, you know. I have no idea what the postage would cost to ship it out to Australia, but yeah, I just love the fact that this is Panda doing this. You know, we talked the other week about them collaborating with Nintendo for the first, you know, licensed Smash kind of I guess circuit. It's kind of, things have massively blown up for them, and I know obviously there's lots of third-party GameCube style controllers out there, but it's like part of me is like, they obviously would have had to be very careful about doing this alongside the relationship they have with Nintendo as well. You know, just not that they can do this obviously, but also Nintendo are obviously only going to work with people that they feel are, you know, are staying within their bounds. You know. So.
Yeah. So I'm just showing on the video, Mike, that they have this snapback dampening. So like over time, when you actually move it, that you can actually calibrate. See how like it snaps back?
That's crazy.
And then you can calibrate like what it's meant to be doing. This thing is like insane. The other cool thing is that all the tools you need for this controller are actually in the Allen key, and then the Allen key has a spot on the controller to attach it to.
Oh, that's cool.
It's like my Nespresso machine has that.
Yeah, like this thing is really like, it's genuinely made by people who love Smash and just want to build something. It's like, if I wanted to build the perfect controller, what would I do? It's like, this is it. Like, it does remind me a little bit of Analog, where it's like, okay, I want to make the perfect portable Game Boy. It's like, okay, that's what it is. Like, that's what they're doing. They're not trying to do anything more than that, really.
So it's also got a decent sized D-pad, unlike the GameCube controller's tiny little horrible
It
thing.
is maybe the worst D-pad. Like, and it's not like the functionality of it's the worst. It's the size is just disgusting.
Yeah.
It's so bad. I didn't realize this as well, Swinny, that it's got an accelerometer and a gyroscope. So you could legit use it as like a
controller for
like a
games.
Switch controller.
Yeah.
It does make me wonder about getting one, honestly, because I feel like I could use this for everything now.
So I had assumed you'd actually bought one because you're like, oh, I quickly want to cover this on the show, like a couple of hours before the show, right?
Yeah, I know.
And so you shared a link with me, and the link was like, had checkout.
Yeah, I think that's where I got to.
Right? And I'm like, you shared me the link. The link was useless to me.
Oh,
right?
really? Oh, shit, sorry.
So I'm like, I have to delete like the whole end of it to get back to the page. But I'm like, well, that means he's bought one.
No,
I did the checkout link.
I didn't buy it. I like, the only thing that throws me is like, you know, like we're all very fortunate that we can buy a freaking controller like this, by the way. But like, I just wasn't sure about the shipping, because Australia, like, one thing is like Analog, like I love their stuff so much, and the shipping is disgusting. But you know, I'm gonna have to put up with it, right? Because I would buy their devices even if they were heaps more expensive. But this, I'm like, you know, if the shipping is like, because they're not gonna tell us until the end. Like, it even has this thing here that I'm like, far out, man. Like, it literally could be like $50 to ship it to Australia. Like,
I don't know. I might.
Lot.
I'll have a think, because I just literally kind of didn't think about buying one until today. Maybe I'll get one.
Because would it be cheaper if you get two?
What you want to do some dealish here? You know,
I don't even know. No, it's next year. It's gonna be like ages away. I might wait until it gets a bit deeper and see what else they're gonna offer. But yeah, very, very cool products. Like,
you use it for multiverses. Oh wait, it's not on the Switch. Have to play it on PC.
Yeah, but I could plug this into the PC, couldn't I?
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
Yeah, no, very, very cool. I'm looking forward to it. Yeah, I don't know. One of us, it feels like it's going to pull the trigger on it. So, all right, let's jump into the minute mic.